Hello, people of the internet. I am back again, and today I want to react to some of Glitterandlazers, particularly her new Instagram account, Viking Princess Lifts. Yeah, she's going strongman now, and I'd like to throw my hat in the ring on some of the things she's doing. So we'll react to some of her Instagram reels and posts and whatnot, and we'll talk about it. For context, if you need to know who I am and why I am talking about this, I am an ultramarathon runner in training. I've lost over 40 pounds, and this whole ultra running journey would not have started without one Glitterandlazers. I will link a video reacting to the TikTok that started me on this journey. Yeah, I was influenced by Glitterandlazers. But with that being said, let's react. Let's see what she is lifting. Okay, so I've got her Instagram pulled up, all nice and lovely. So, I guess we'll just select the first one on the list. And keep in mind, I might have to do some editing magic with these. I know her content is infamous for having, what's it called? Copyrighted music blasting in the background. My editing software has a tool to remove background noise, including background music, which is quite nice, but sometimes it garbles up the people talking, especially if the music is loud. I'll try my best to get it right. I make no promises, so yeah, let's just get right into it. Oh, it is muted. My bad.
Strongest person that ever lives in the world.
Since we found out that anything could happen, anything could happen, anything could happen.
Okay. So, I act weird. I am a weirdo. But I don't do stuff like that at the gym. And like that poor personal trainer, he probably has to deal with so much with her. But yeah, I mean, let's see if she actually completes the motion on video so we can talk about it. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see there at the end because she didn't film her doing a whole thing. One, she didn't have full range of motion. And two, one thing I noticed is when she was going down with her feet, her legs were spreading apart. And I think that's mainly because of her weight. She has a big stomach and she has really big legs. I know that's because she has lipedema. So no matter what she does, if she's going to do leg press, when she lowers, she either can't do a full range of motion or she has to move her legs out to make room for her legs and her stomach. And that is not safe, especially when you get to heavier and heavier leg presses. And I don't know how much she was leg pressing, but it probably wasn't crazy. Let's see.
Strongman is pretty simple. I want to be the strongest person that ever lives in the world.
Since we found out.
I can't really buffer, so yeah, but she wants to be the strongest person that ever lived. According to what she said in the TikTok, she said that's the goal of strongman. If she wants to do that, she's gonna have to rewrite her entire life because you have to eat, sleep, and think strength. And unfortunately, if you are as big as she is, your strength, your progress, and your ability is going to be severely limited. Your range of motion is going to be severely limited because you have rolls of fat in the way. And in all honesty, if you're gonna, perform at the top of your class, you gotta lose the weight. And I know she's never gonna lose the weight. She believes deep in her mind that her fat is unburnable lipidemic fat. I don't think it is. I think she does have some, but unfortunately with that illness, you can't tell what's diseased and what's not diseased until you lose the not diseased fat. So, that being said, if you can't complete the full range of motion, even in strongman, you have a really high, if you can't do a complete range of motion, You're not going to get the effects of the workout. And if you're doing it in proper form, you have a really high risk of injuring yourself. And weightlifting injuries can ruin your life. Like, you have no idea. Like, you can get injuries that never heal properly, and that strictly restrain you from doing everyday tasks. So, I wouldn't, if I were in her shoes and wanted to be a power lifter, which it sounds interesting, I don't know if that's for me though, is I would start on a calorie deficit, focus highly on protein, like eat like 80% protein because you're going to need the protein to synthesize the muscle, and eat in a calorie deficit. And for her, a calorie deficit could easily be 2,300 calories at her height and size. For me, a calorie deficit's like 1,800 calories, depending on how much I run, because that can really skew things, but yeah. Obviously you're not going to beat somebody. Think about what I'm capable of. I decided when lifting just to assume I work hard enough, anything is possible. You're gonna have to do some other stuff. Here, she's doing deadlifts. I am quite familiar with deadlifts. There is a short on my video of me improperly doing them because I always struggle with that motion. But I have gotten better, and my deadlifts are not going to throw up my back now, so let's rate her deadlifts.
Right here, this, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed. No, because this...
Okay, for one thing, her hands. If you look at her hands, one's in, one's out, lifting the bar. With a deadlift, I'm pretty sure you want your hands to match. Like, you want them like this, lifting, like, I'm standing up for you guys. But you want them like this, lifting the bar, I think. That's what I've been taught. So, yeah. That. And 45 pounds. 2 45-pound plates. I'm guessing the bar is probably like 20 pounds. So she's doing 45 times 2. That's 90 plus 10. 110 pounds. I could probably, I don't know if that would be my max, 1 rep max, would be that. I know I can trap bar deadlift like 100 plus pounds, and trap bar's a lot easier, and I've gotten stronger since then, so I haven't tried a deadlift with more than that. Though, let's see.
Right here, this, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed. No, because...
It looks like she's just standing up with the bar. I don't know how proper form this is, but for her, like, think about it this way. In a lot of these strength-based sports, you're put into weight categories. At her weight, she's going to be in the highest weight category. That deadlift is going to put her in dead last place, no pun intended, for, it doesn't matter how good your form, well, it's strongman, so they don't really care about form, they just care about getting the weight up, but still, that's not impressive for someone her size. Now, if that was like a 300-pound deadlift, that would be a little more impressive, but it's maybe 100, 110. We'll say 120 and be generous. That's maybe a quarter of her body weight. That's not impressive. But starting somewhere is better than starting nowhere. And I appreciate that she's getting active, even though I don't agree with this type of activity for her medical condition. We might get into that later. Or more videos. You know, there's plenty of glitter and lasers to go around. Let's see. So here is this one.
I don't like these. I don't like these.
Okay, yeah, we all have exercises we don't like. Like, which one don't I like? I know there's, I don't like bird dog planks. Can't do them. Don't like them, how they make me feel. Not a fan. I'm okay with the leg lifts, that's fine. And by leg lifts, I mean you put your back against a platform and your legs are not touching the ground and you lift them up to 90 degrees. I can do those, but after a third or fourth set, it gets really painful. But I do them anyway because that's what you do. And honestly, that I think for her body size, it's decent form. It's not perfect form. And normally I'm used to seeing people react to her videos, and she's swinging the weight using momentum to get it up. And honestly, she seemed fairly controlled all the way through, which when you're lifting weights, like say you're doing press, you go up, don't just drop it down. You gotta go up, control it down. Because that is, you're stretching the muscle for longer, creating more of a stress, and therefore more adaptation. Remember, in order for physical fitness, you're not going to improve if you don't stress yourself. So if your heart rate doesn't go up, you're not going to get stronger at running. If your muscles don't ache a little when you do lifts, or you're not going to get stronger. So you want to be stressed. And if you're not, you're gonna just, it is what it is. Let's see. Oh, we're at the bottom. So we'll see her first
I'm headed
one.
to the gym today. Don't worry, I'm at a stoplight, and my shorts are already annoying me. That's how it should be. This sucker's already rolled up. Look down.
So, I don't know. Like, I know she's all super into being fashionable at the gym. Literally, you saw what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a crop top and shorts. I wear this around my house. I wear it to the gym. The only time I don't dress like I'm about to go to the gym is when I'm at work, because I work in a factory and I don't think a crop top is smart to wear around factory equipment. But 99% of the time, I'm dressed like I'm ready to hit the gym, because my gym wear and my casual wear are the same. And during the winter time, my gym clothes, they're a plain pair of leggings, a plain pair of sweatpants, with a t-shirt or a tank top. That's it. Literally, I don't care. I just want to be comfortable while I lift and run and do whatever, because it's not a fashion show. So I think I don't think I'm blocked by her because I'm new on the scene, but let's see if I can find her normal TikTok. Glitterandlazers, because there was a TikTok or two I wanted to see, or was it TikTok? I don't know. But yeah, mostly fashion hauls. 105-pound strict overhead press. Let's see her overhead press.
Yeah, it's the hardest one. Yeah.
So one thing you'll notice is she kind of goes down really fast, and it's just very sloppy. And one thing you need to know before lifting heavy, before you go up in weight, especially if you're a newbie, if you feel like you can handle the weight just fine, make sure your form is impeccable before going up in weight. Because the heavier the weight is, the more likely your form is to deteriorate. And if your form is deteriorated, you're more likely to hurt yourself. And for someone her size, an injury it could potentially be life-threatening when you get to be her size. So, yeah. See, I thought she would have had TikToks. Oh, maybe she has posts. Let's go back to the Viking Princess one. Tagged. I don't really know how Instagram works, but I don't know why she made it a separate. I guess I get it, because you want to feed the algorithm and you want to have like with like. Like, I have two Instagrams, one's for art, one's for general stuff in fitness, so I get it. Algorithm likes to know what to feed people. But I could have sworn she had ones where she was complaining about flare-ups. Give me a second. I'm going to TikTok. I'm back. I'm going to cut the whole opening TikTok and Google searching it real quick. Okay, I found her TikTok, some fashion hauls. I want to see if we can find... Can we sort by latest strongman? Because there's been a few where she's... you know what I just realized? She's probably deleted them. She is infamous for that. If a video she posts gets a ton of negative backlash, she will delete them. But let's look at the strongman posts.
Sucking out something's the first step by being sorta good at something. Sucking out something.
Okay, so if you were paying attention there, she was very wobbly going up. Which I think for her, bodyweight squatting should be, until she can actually do a proper bodyweight squat, she shouldn't be doing a bar. Because, trust me, squats can be terrible and prone to injury. And it seems like, one, she's not wearing the right shoes. And let's continue to watch.
The first step by being sorta good. Sucking out something's the first step by...
So she's leaning forward a lot in squatting. I don't know if you're supposed to lean forward or not. I know the more you lean forward, the more your center of gravity will shift, and the more likely you are to fall over. So, yeah. From my mediocre knowledge of lifting, I mostly run. I mean, I do a lot of lifting, but I work with a personal trainer, and a lot of this really heavy stuff we don't do. We do a lot more like calisthenics and I guess strength stuff, but you know, I'm not doing strongman lifting, but I feel so bad for this personal trainer because working with Glitterandlazers, you're gonna have such bad press because of her whole infamous attitude. She tends to do what gets her the most views and clicks and say, this is my passion, this is my love, this is the best thing ever, I'm so happy, I'm the healthiest I've ever been. And then she turns around a few months later and be like, actually, I was terrible, I was in so much pain, my illness was acting up, I was in the worst health of my life, and now I'm taking control of that. And there's usually more than one crying video involved in that. So once this phase passes, hopefully she doesn't throw him under the bus, but it's very possible that when you do something and you hurt yourself and you avoid responsibility like Glitterandlazers does, you're gonna throw anybody and everybody under the bus that you can. Alright, so we get it. She can't really do proper form. I would recommend she lose the weight. She needs to lose weight. And I understand she has some inflammatory conditions that make it so it's harder for her to lose weight. Like, I get it. One, when you're inflamed, you're going to retain water. You're going to gain weight. You should be eating a lot less carbs and a lot less salts if that's the case because of how inflammation works. You should also be avoiding inflammatory activities. Running, super inflammatory. Lifting heavy, super inflammatory. So, based on what I've seen, is she doesn't pay attention to what's good for her medical conditions until she is in a really bad state. Which is not responsible, it's not smart. But she can't lift properly, and I don't think that's necessarily her fault in like she's doing it wrong and like she can't do it right. I think she can't do it right because of the mechanics of her body won't allow her to. She has so much body fat on her that even if she could, like she knew how to mechanically move, to do it properly, I don't think she physically can because she's got rolls of fat in the way. If you want, and I look forward to her competition day video for strongman, and we'll see how that goes, but I have a feeling she's going to come at the bottom of the pack, if not dead last, because they go off weight categories. Her severe obesity is going to put her in the highest weight category, which means everyone else in the category is going to be lifting more than their body weight, and she's going to barely be able to lift half her body weight, and she's just not going to place very well. And I know she's going to spin it into some kind of woo-woo positive. I did it. This is the first step of my true strongman journey before completely dropping off and not doing strongman anymore. But with all that being said, if you like my disjointed talking about glitter and lasers failing to lift, consider subscribing, comment down below, and if you really like this and want to see more glitter and lasers reactions, give me a thumbs up. I would be more than happy to react to some of her older stuff, because, you know, that's what I do. I react to stuff, so she's got some older stuff, maybe longer YouTube videos. But that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful whatever time of day you're watching this, and with any luck or really any major fanfare, I will hopefully catch you in the next one.